Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Number 59, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year, ERA was not good. Skyrocketed all season long. He's hoping to post a much better year this time around.
Dexter Fowler makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For the Cardinals, center fielder number 27, Dexter Fowler.
Hit out towards second. Frazier is there on to first, and Fowler is retired for the game's first out. And now a shot of the Cardinals' starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, this ball club really needs Yadier Molina to find his swing. He's without a steal in this series. Not a stat line you hear about him too often. Just needs to work on getting on base, and then he can think about being aggressive and taking an extra 90 feet.
Into the windup and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
And the month of June is really where you begin to weed out the contenders from the pretenders. And with summer right around the corner, these guys are really starting to play some of their best baseball of the year.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Shot toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first-inning single.
Harrison Bayer will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Runners off for second. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Now a throw over to first, and he's back standing. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. He's on the move again from first. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Marte is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Mark McGuire will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so, and he's someone to watch out for in this one.
And he lays off there 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. He will occasionally give the pitcher just a little extra off the plate if he spots it well, though.
The 1-0 delivery. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter, it's 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Well, when you're struggling as a ball club, this is when you got to force the issue a little bit. And that can mean being aggressive on the bases. And now he's into second here on the stolen base.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. One left for the Cardinals. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Miles Mikolas, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Eric, any thoughts?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
Gregory Polanco comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading up
first.
for the Pirates, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. Eric Karros, we take a look at this Cardinal ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
And one thing in their corner, though, is they do have their ace going here this afternoon. So if anybody can get him out of this rut they're in, this is the guy.
And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Steve, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
You know, when you watch these guys play it, you feel like they're on base all day long. They lead the league in OBP, and they just keep putting guys on base. If they continue to do that, they're going to be tough to stop, especially when they get big hits with runners in scoring position.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Grounded to third. Jerko has it on to first, and there were 2 down. And with a quick breather here, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, we're going to talk about Yadier Molina defensively. You can just get to the gold gloves. Just a multitude of those. He's so soft behind the plate. He gets his pitchers a lot of pitches. He shuts down a running game. Very cerebral as well as far as setting up hitters. I don't know if the game has seen a better defensive catcher.
Wong is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. After one, no score. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see,
Jed Jerko will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And there he goes towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
And I think they're going to set the tone early that they want to be aggressive on the base paths, but this stolen base attempt just doesn't pan out.
Hit on the ground to short. Guns got it. In time to first, and there are two away.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Yadier Molina into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One hit's all they get. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Josh Bell strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. Time to join this one now in the bottom of inning number 5. Jung-Ho Kang will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Jung-Ho Kang.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. The relay throw, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Well, once this ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. It's a pretty big gamble to take when you're already in scoring position, and here it doesn't pay off.
Standing in now, Francisco Cervelli. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. High and deep to left center field. Ozuna looks up. And this one is gone. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
And this is where these guys can be so dangerous. They've got power all throughout the lineup. When the number 8 hitter's taking you deep, you know there's no easy outs.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6.
The right fielder, number 48.
Harrison Bayer will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far, just keeping him close. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
Well, I think they had a feeling he'd be going, but you had to figure they weren't going to pitch out twice in a row, and he winds up taking second here and moving into scoring position.
No runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Well, remember, you don't have to throw him a strike with first base open, but a walk would bring the go-ahead run to the plate.
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
And this is one of the first times this afternoon that they've been able to mount any sort of resistance out there. The runners are on the corners now with 1 away, so this is a good chance to really do some things.
Mark McGuire will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And here's ball 4 on the intentional pass as that'll now load the bases here and set up the force at the plate.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with 1 swing.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Jed Jerko will dig in here with the bases loaded now, and their best opportunity yet to get on the board.
And they've had a few chances and come up empty, so they can't let this one get away from them.
He's set. Here it comes. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Push to the right side, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit, and the run is in to score from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
And nothing gains momentum more than a 2-strike, 2-out RBI. He just stays with his ball nicely. That'll fire up the whole dugout.
So striding in, Yadier Molina, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So as he departs, he'll leave this mess for the bullpen, as 3 runners are his responsibility. Keone Kela will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Keone Kela.
Trying to hold the lead. Into the seats, 0-1. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Bell is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. Top of the order due up. And Gregory Polanco will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Now batting.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Mark McGwire, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
You got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's there. And he makes the catch for the second out. Pirates lead this one in front of the home crowd here at PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you get a look at our line score to this point in the contest. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. From the stretch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it 2-2.
Oh, the crowd thought they had him, but definitely outside. Not by a whole lot, though.
High pop-up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Francisco Cervelli steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, he can forget it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heel.
Richard Rodriguez.
Richard Rodriguez will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Kevin Newman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Kevin Newman.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Line towards center field. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Pablo Reyes will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Reyes.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Pablo Reyes will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, Number 15, Pablo Reyes.
Felipe Rivero is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Felipe Rivero.
Leading off the inning, Jed Jerko, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitching. That's usually a fastball.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
You can pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball on 1 and 2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that.
Carson Kelly will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Bell. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Now back, number 11.
Number 11 stands in. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And now you might start wondering about a pinch hitter. If that's the case, here's what the Redbirds have left on the bench. Edmund Sosa will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Sosa.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
They're ready to raise the Jolly Roger. 38,000 plus on their feet at PNC. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1 and 2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner will get back standing.
Keeping an eye on him.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, go ahead and raise the Jolly Roger as the Pirates closer comes in to nail this one down and pick up the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he turned in a really good performance. His fastball had some good life to it. He really mixed his speeds well, and he kept guys guessing all throughout.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.